This for my baby. Gxlden.Chvld.
What's up, guys? It's your girl, the Golden Child, and we're back with another video. You guys know the drill. If you like my makeup look, let me know in the comments, and I will film a tutorial for you guys. But I'm all dressed up because I went somewhere earlier today, something at my school. But regardless, I'm here to talk about the most difficult thing in my life. It has taken me like a few tries to do this video. Like, I didn't record it, but I like psyched myself out of doing it. But today I'm feeling very daring. I was wearing this daring little outfit. This is like a little backless jumpsuit. I'll show you guys a picture of me wearing it so you can see the whole thing, but it looked good. I don't know, I was feeling daring today, and I was like, let me do this video. And yeah, I'm doing this video before I feel like no longer doing it anymore, because I was bound to psych myself out again. But the most difficult thing in my life for me to deal with is my stuttering. And anyone who doesn't know me or like hasn't noticed, you guys are probably like, oh, you're talking fine, what are you talking about? A variable in that is being a YouTuber. You're probably filming alone. As you can see, no one else is here. Like, I'm in my dorm, but my roommate isn't here, so that takes the nervousness out of it. Like, it's triggered a lot of different ways for a lot of different people. Like, for example, for me, it happens when I'm nervous or excited, or other emotions. It's normally nervous or excited, or sometimes it just happens out of nowhere. But for example, right now it's very contained. I'm just in my room alone. Sometimes it still happens, not as much, but that's something that's been very difficult for me to deal with. I want to say it started when I was in like 3rd grade or 4th grade. I don't know what exactly triggered it. It just kind of happened out of nowhere. Yeah, it made it hard in school and everything. You guys know kids can be cruel, bullying, and all of that. I tried my best to deal with it. Like, I didn't get over it. I got through it. Like, there was no way of getting around it. I had to do things that like frighten me. I had to like force myself to do them more. Like, for example, it'd be difficult for me to like raise my hand in class sometimes. Like, sometimes I know the answer, but I just like wouldn't want to say it for fear of stuttering, for example. Of course, this varies for different people also, but it's like sometimes you know what certain words will make you stutter. Sometimes it happens out of nowhere. There's no way of like controlling it, really. There's no medication for it. There's not much anything for it. There are speech pathologists. That's actually my major in college. I'm a speech pathology major, and a lot of people ask me what that is, and here is your answer. A speech pathology major is someone who specializes in speech issues, not just like stuttering, but for example, kids who have autism and aren't speaking yet, and people with heavy accents trying to become better with their English. Those are other examples. But yeah, that's my major, and as you can see, it hits very close to home. When I was in school, I didn't even know speech pathologists even existed. I found out like, I think my freshman or sophomore year of high school is when I found out of their existence. And of course I was like, oh, that would have been nice to have a long time ago. But being that I can definitely speak from firsthand experience, and I have dealt with it alone, and I'm still dealing with it alone, yeah, I feel as though I could provide some insight for that. And continuing on, of course, it was difficult in school and everything. And being in school, like, that was the worst place to be, with the honesty. Other places I was fine. It's just being in school made me super nervous. Like, when you have to stand up and like present at all, or raising my hand to read answers, or reading aloud in class, there were just so many opportunities for me to embarrass myself. And there are like plenty of times I got laughed at or made fun of. And of course, it's water under the bridge now. But yeah, it made me really upset. It would be a totally different story too if I had like totally conquered it and it wasn't an issue anymore. But this is still something I deal with every day. Like, I write poetry also, and I thought about doing spoken word. I've actually performed spoken word in front of an audience. I did that for the first time, actually. I thought I did pretty good. I didn't stutter at all, and it was fine. Like, that was the thing I was most worried about. Like, I didn't look at the audience at all, but it's spoken word, so it was fine. But yeah, just stuff like that, it's gotten in the way of. Also, I'm Haitian, and something that's been keeping me from trying to progress in my Creole is Asian people are like very critical and whatnot, so it's already like not very good that I don't have the best Creole. But in me trying to learn, I know I would like stumble a lot, and then I would get nervous because I'm trying to learn it. I know Haitian people are critical. Plus, I just stumble over it because like it's really easy to stumble over a new language. But and that's been keeping me from doing it. Like, haven't gone to anyone for like help with like learning Creole, for example, because I don't want to be laughed at or ridiculed or anything like that, like further than I already am. Like, it's not really an issue anymore. It was just that normally in like elementary and middle school, just kids can be really, really cruel. Of course, sometimes, occasionally someone will like crack a joke or say something to me. To be completely honest, I think probably all of my like friends have like cracked some type of like joke about it. They probably thought it was like harmless, but to anyone who can relate to this, anyone who does stutter, you know that like um yeah, it's easy to get really insecure when anyone like mentions it at all. But I would definitely say that from third, fourth grade to where I am right now, it's gotten like a lot better. Like, I can, for the most part, speak in class, speak to people, speak in general without any issue at all. Whereas in like third and fourth grade, it was a like constant thing. Like, I just refrained from speaking for the most part. And yeah, it was just really bad. I don't know how it got better. It just did. And I'm very, very blessed and very thankful that it did get better, because I don't know what that would have done for my confidence. I feel as though it was just that I stopped trying to hide it. And all of this is also a big part of why I am such a confident person, because I was dealing with that all on my own. I didn't have anyone to really talk to about it. I just thought something was wrong with me. It was just something I had to deal with. And there were tons of like awkward situations. Like, sometimes when people stutter, they know that like, just like I said, it's different for everyone, but sometimes you know when like this certain word is gonna trip you up, so you have to like substitute it for another word. And then just people who don't stutter, they don't understand. They don't understand why like you can't just like spit it out, or like whatever the case may be. It's just very like difficult. But continuing on, why I find this to be my most difficult issue in my life is that I'm pretty good at talking to people. I am a very friendly person. I like to go out to people a lot, but there has been like several times I have just been too afraid to talk to people and mingle because it was maybe too many new people in an environment, and I would get overwhelmed and then just like start stuttering again. Because there's also like phases. Like, there are some periods I go through, long periods, where I don't stutter at all. I'm talking fine, it's all fine and good. And there are like maybe periods, it could be like a day or like a week or like a couple weeks, where I'm just like constantly doing it, and I don't know what like triggers it. I have no idea really. It's just a constant issue, and it's like I said, there's no medicine for it, just a speech pathologist. Like, you just take therapy, and it's somehow supposed to make it better. I haven't like done much in the speech pathologist field yet, being that I am a freshman. I'm just doing core classes for the most part, but when I get into it, maybe I can elaborate more upon that. But yeah, it really is just an everyday struggle. Like, in my spoken word, I wish to like advance and become one of those spoken word artists who can speak with lots of conviction in their voice. Like, I would say I have a pretty good speaking voice, but I want to have that confidence and that like power in my voice. I would say I'm a confident person, but I just haven't gotten that far in my spoken word yet. My stuttering problem is also part of the reason I am so confident, because I had to push myself to raise my hand and then still speak, even though like I would stutter a little bit. And I gained a lot of confidence also, and that teachers would like try to like talk to me and like encourage me, and they'd be like patient with me. Because yeah, of course, kids are kids, but the teachers would be like very, very patient with me. They would encourage me to raise my hands more. They'd be very patient. Yeah, I've just had a lot of people encourage me with it and be patient with me, and that means all the world. Like, if you know someone who does stutter, like getting frustrated with them or like acting any type of negative way doesn't do anything. It's the positive reinforcement that makes the difference in everything. It is also a reason I am pretty self-reliant. There are tons of other reasons why I am a self-reliant person for the most part, but yeah, with this, I had to deal with it alone. There was no one I could really talk to about it because no one had the same problem as me. It was just me. So, yeah, I learned that there was nothing wrong with me. This is just something I have to deal with. And of course, through social media and just meeting people, I find out that so many other people have this problem. So I'm not weird, and there isn't anything wrong with me. And that also made me and makes me feel better. Like, I'm totally comfortable in my skin. Of course, there will probably hasn't happened in a while, but there will probably be an annoying person who's gonna say something or like make fun of it when it does happen. But when you are comfortable in your own skin and comfortable with yourself, no one can really tell you anything about yourself. And I've gathered enough balls and confidence to talk about this on YouTube, so no one can really tell me anything. I feel good about this. And yeah, there were many more opportunities where I could have done spoken word. The first time I did it was a couple of weeks ago, but I had opportunities. I just got too scared to, like, as you can see, I'm slowly trying to conquer all these fears I've had. And this is also part of it. I'm conquering my fear of talking about this on YouTube and conquering my fear of being afraid that I'm gonna get made fun of again or that someone is gonna think this or that about me. This is actually a really difficult thing for me to like talk about because yeah, not a lot of people understand how hard it is to just not be able to get the words out and no one understanding why you can't do it and being ridiculed because of it. So yeah, I really do thank God for like allowing me to get better with it because I had no one to help me have it get better. And being that it is still an issue, I suppose that gives me some sort of insight. Being that I'm a speech pathology major, but I'm an actual speech pathologist, I can like speak on it like, hey, this is how I deal with it because I still deal with it. Yeah, I just try to make a habit of being like not thinking why is this happening to me, but what is this trying to teach me? That is the outlook you have to have on life to be able to be sane, to make sense of things. This is something unfortunate I've had to deal with, but I made a really good college essay out of it. Like, I talked about how that affected me and still does affect me and how that has led me to my career path. And as you can imagine, that sounds like a really good structured college essay. Like, my English teacher, who was like a super tough grader, I was ecstatic when she told me that this college essay I wrote, pretty much pouring my heart out and talking about something that I was so afraid to talk about, was like the best college essay she had read in a long time, she had told me. And yeah, that's when I realized that this is probably worth talking about. Someone can see this and get over one of their fears, or someone can relate to me, someone who has the same problem. But yeah, I deal with it. It's not a big deal anymore. I'm gonna make a career out of helping people with the same issue. And yeah, that is the hardest thing in my life, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe and become one of my golden stars, and peace out.